Fix that quality. Oh. Is 1080 ass now?
Years. A job! This is a horrifying path that almost everybody will have to eventually face in their life, whether we like it or not. And most of the time, we don't. But everyone has to get their bread somehow. So we just gotta suck it up and pray that we win the lottery or our parlay hits one day. Because let's be for real, nobody want a job. Like, unless you got real aspirations for a certain type of work, I think most of us, if given a magical opportunity to get paid however much you get paid now and not work that job again, we would take it. Because most of us see jobs as a way to get by in life and try to make ends meet. There's no room for you to pursue passions in this economy. You better second guess that art degree and make...
No lie, bro. This is the first job I ever had, and I actually like it, bro. I remember my first job was Starbucks, nigga, and shit. I ain't gonna lie, that was the only other job that I liked. So, that should tell you a lot about jobs. Nigga, these jobs be so weird, bro. I don't even think I want to... Bro, I be swearing I don't want to go to work no more. Like, I'm mad I gotta go back to work on Saturday. I want to do something Saturday.
Major in business so you can be an executive marketing promoter for $1 billion company. But I digress. I'm just saying, I doubt that is most people's passions to work at a 9 to 5 at a warehouse lifting boxes. I don't mean any disrespect, but am I wrong? Plus, it's fun being unemployed. As long as you got a roof over your head and don't need to worry about bills, most likely because you still live with your parents, then why would you want a job? That sounds like it's taking away your time from being grandmaster on Rivals and watching reels. Nah, that's too much. But eventually, you want to get your own stuff. You know, young boy tickets ain't free. Or life really hits you in the face and now you actually have bills. So eventually, we all have to get a job. However, you know what's harder than actually deciding to get a job? Finding one that hires you. I swear, you could send
Bro, I swear, bro. Everybody I know right now can't get a job, bro. Like, the job market is fucked. Bro, it's hella people out here that can't get a... Bro, my brother, believe it or not, this nigga just graduated. He's been searching for a job since he graduated. Nigga, that was last June. Nigga, June is coming up right now. It's June. Actually, nigga, it's June. Oh, shit. Bro, people is getting out of college and shit, can't get a job, bro. It's bad, bro. Not gonna lie. Well, it's been bad like that, but it's bad.
Applications to 100 different places and all of them would still ghost you. You think with how many job openings you see, the businesses are desperate to find people. But nah, it feels like they're posting it as bait, just to mess with people or steal your info. Not only that, if this is your first job, you're gonna have a harder time because even the quote-unquote entry-level jobs are asking for a qualification of having prior experience. Like, isn't that what this job is for? How is someone supposed to get experience and not be homeless while almost every decent paying job requires that? And trying to apply for a job on LinkedIn or Indeed is like sending your application into a void. I swear none of those people be reading them. You could have the most stacked profile on LinkedIn. You got a bachelor's, master's, discovered the cure for cancer. Then you send in an application for your dream job to your dream company. Then they write back to you saying, we've read your application. Unfortunately, the CEO's daughter has took your position that you applied for, so get the fuck on. Back when I was still applying for jobs, I literally gave up on sending applications on those sites because I'd never get a response.
I ain't gonna lie, on Indeed, I don't know about that. On Indeed, I didn't have jobs apply come back to me, but I say the good jobs ain't on Indeed. The good jobs is on LinkedIn. I want to use Indeed, but boy, I ain't gonna lie. They ain't lying, nigga.
Back, like, damn, was my application that bad? Even like when your application does get noticed and you get set up for...
Nigga, I ain't gonna lie. I be wanting to really who do they hire over me. Because my resume look good as fuck.
For an interview, you still gotta go through some more bullshit-ass questions. Why did you choose our business? Y'all hiring. Like, what's up? What is your main motivation to get your work done? Money? What else am I here for? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Hopefully not here. That's just me being honest with my answers. What do you want me to...
Like, bro, all those interview questions, bro, is dumb as fuck, bro. I swear. Like, a nigga asked me, he's like, so do you have a lot of integrity or anything? What is your definition of integrity?
to do? Work here for the rest of my life? This is a Wendy's. So you gotta lie with any question
They say you got integrity. What's your integrity? I'm like, shit. In my head, this is like my first this was like my first interview, bro. It was at Ace Hardware, and this nigga's asking me, do I have integrity? What the fuck do I need integrity for right there? Yeah.
ask. You have to make yourself look as good as possible. So you gotta fake it till you make it.
Man, I gotta have 10, 15 plus years. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. People with 10, 15 plus years don't even get the job. Nah, they do.
Even if they asked you a stupid question like, would you still work this job even if there was no pay? You say, absolutely. I always wanted to be a slave. Congratulations. You have successfully become employed. The end of your life
I don't know.
Starts Tuesday. After starting a job, I feel after the first week, you can find out whether you like it or quit it the next month. And it won't be the job itself to motivate this decision. It's your boss and coworkers.
Jiggle my balls.
They can make or break this whole thing. If you happen to get a chill boss and coworkers you can vibe with.
Huh? Okay. Oh, damn. Alexa, turn TV off.
Okay.
Damn. Alright, back to the reaction, bro. For real, they asked me, who do you want to work? Why do you want to work? Or like, bitch, I'm applying to Chick-fil-A. What do you think? Bro, I don't know, bro. These jobs be saying the dumbest shit, bro. You saw that fat ass walking away? Whoa. Here we go.
That's amazing. That's how my last real job was. I used to be a waiter for weddings and other events. That job low-key had me stressing because I wasn't good at the start. I was awkward taking orders.
Hey, everybody put in the comments, what's the worst job? Already? 1, 2, 3, Amazon. I don't give a fuck. Fuck Amazon. Boy, that's the worst job you could ever work for. They slave niggas in there. And then niggas be acting like they, bro, I don't want to even talk about it. But I hate a job where motherfuckers act like they way better than you, even though their position is better than you, but they act better than you, bro. Way better than you, bro. Just, y'all the same age because they didn't work there a couple more months and got into whatever position they got by sucking dick. Like, damn, you had to meat ride to get here, buddy. You had to use 2 hands to get in that position, and you want to come buzz me. All that dick riding, bro, just shut the fuck up. You want to come tell me, bro, all right, I'm doing my job, bro. Oh, it's not good enough. Bro, get out my face, bro.
I would mess up orders, and one time I even dropped a whole tray of food I was carrying at the wedding. Best believe I didn't get tips that day. And what would get me kind of jealous is that some of my coworkers would walk out and carry 2 trays full.
Bro, you know what's the craziest job that everybody, bro, I swear, this job needs the most help on every floor, not every floor, but every aisle. Target, nigga. Why do nobody I know ever got hired at Target? Only know maybe 2 people, and they got let go.
Food on one shoulder. Like, damn, bro, are you Samoan? Those trays are mad heavy and so out of balance. But you know what kept me going? It was the fun time I had with my coworkers and boss. They were cool as hell. We had a carpool to get to the events. It was always a vibe and a good time. They made my experience. Imagine working a 16-hour shift and walking out of it happy. One day I clocked in for a double shift for a wedding and a Sweet 16 at 9:30 a.m. and clocking out at 1:30 a.m. Granted, I was dead after that shift and had to take off my shoes more than once, but I got $60 worth of tips and went to Wawa after work, so I felt like Gucci. And I believe I only felt like this because the environment I was around was nice. Sometimes. I've had to serve some aggressive people at some points.
Yeah,
I'm glad I was never like a server or
out here
nothing.
for free? You a bitch.
If I had trash co-workers or a trash boss, I would have not stayed at that job for long. I have zero patience for bullshit. Literally. Like example, the first job I've ever had in my senior year of high school, I was a janitor at a warehouse. I had no coworkers, so I had nobody to talk to, and my boss was not a bad person, but a bad boss. I'd be working shifts that were 2 to 3 hours every few days, cleaning the break rooms, hallways, and bathrooms. So my pay wasn't even that good, but since I was still in school, I was just thinking, I'm making money and I got more time to study and goon. That sounds like a win-win. But when payday arrived, I would only be paid for half the hours I worked, sometimes less. I was already barely working as is, combined with a salary of $13 an hour, cleaning up pee-pee and poo-poo. Man, I'm not taking it. Plus, he only paid me through Cash App. You've ever had a job that only paid you through Cash App? Man, I had
Bro. Nigga, jobs only pay. There's a job that only pay you through Cash App? What the fuck?
Only worked there for
That's
a few
gotta be
weeks.
illegal.
He did pay me the rest of the money after, so he cool, but man, warehouse jobs are not it. My patience dwindled faster when I got accepted at BJ's, and I worked there for 1 day. I asked to go to the bathroom and left during orientation. I discovered—
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, the first job I really almost had was Wingstop, bro. I was leaving, bro. They hired me, bro. I had to go down there after practice, bro. I walked down the hill thinking I was gonna have a ride. Bro, I got into Wingstop. I told them I'm here for my training. I get on the phone with the manager. Bro, he's like, yeah, you're good. Just go home. Nigga, what? Nigga, what? You know how hard I worked to get that job, bro? I had to tell niggas to give me that job, bro. I had to tell niggas to recommend me. Nigga, I was searching for a job to help me. Boy, that nigga said, yeah, you could just leave. Nigga, I had boots in my back. Nigga, I had work boots. I bought shit. Nigga, I wasted money I didn't have. I was ready to slap the fuck out of that Arab nigga, bro. I'm not gonna lie. When he fired me at that Wingstop, boy, I swear to God, I wanted to flip some chicken grease back there.
They weren't what they advertised. How you gonna call yourselves BJs without expecting people to have certain expectations? That's false advertising. So I left. That wasn't really the reason. I just didn't want to work in the freezer. That's when I started my waiting job, then YouTube, and now here I am. Unemployed since. I'm just saying I can understand the struggles of looking for and having a job. Especially the ones you only take to make ends meet. And the unemployed life can be really fun when you have stuff to fall back on.
Hey.
If not, it will only be short-term satisfaction. Eventually, you have to get a career, deal with any of the shortcomings of it, and do that for the rest of your life. The American dream! So when looking for a job, make sure to get one that you like if you have the privilege to do so. That's all I really wanted to say. And in conclusion, enjoy unemployment while you still can. Different strokes for different...
I ain't gonna lie. That nigga made everything relatable. I'll follow him. I'll subscribe to him and turn the notifications on. He made everything relatable. Hey, make sure y'all like and subscribe. Thank y'all for pulling up here. Yeah. Hey, Twitch, we not over. That was for the stream. That was for the stream. That was for the stream. Twitch, it's not over. That was for the stream. Twitch, it's not over. That's for the stream.